All right, last run. I think this is probably going to be the heaviest load, so we'll see what it is. Okay. That is a black hole. And all the change I had fell down in there. So my dad's going to get a lot of change. I looked, but I couldn't find it. It's like, it's a black hole. I drop the keys, like I have the keys here, and it like falls over there, like in there. Like how? Like how does it know to do that? You know, that's a Murphy fall trick. So yeah, so this is the kitty litter. So I'm saying there's probably going to be close to 500 pounds here. 400, well, maybe not, maybe 4. Maybe 4. So I don't know what they're going to charge me, but if they charge me the 90 a ton rather than 210 a ton, it should be pretty good. But if they charge me the full price, then I'm looking at what you call it, a lot more. I'll be looking at about almost 60 bucks, which will still stay way under. Like I thought it was going to cost like 50-60 bucks for everything. But I was going with the idea that everything was going to be like paper and everything like that and cardboard and whatever. But there was clothes and stuff like that that I didn't know was in there. So I was like, oh, okay, you know. So it was a good thing I said 200 as the initial. I knew it wasn't going to be over 200. So I know there's not a ton there of everything. But there might be close to half ton there. Like, yeah, I'm already at a half ton. So it might be 2/3 of a ton there. You wouldn't think it, like literally most of it was detergent bottles and stuff like that, and a little bit of clothes and cardboard. Like, you know, there was nothing really big, but there was so much of it. Like each bag might have only weighed 5 or 10 pounds on the high side. Now the kitty litter is more like 15 pounds, but even with that, it's like, I'm gonna cut this guy off. Sorry, buddy. Don't want to fling some kitty litter bags at you there, but it's lower than the box, so yeah. So it's like the stuff adds up, is what I'm getting at. And 5 loads. Now load number 6, I go straight home with, because that's all scrap metal. So I got 2 batteries. I don't know if those batteries are for the taking or not, so I'll let her know I took them. But chances are, if they're out there underneath all that stuff, they've probably, they didn't look in too good a health anyway. So yeah, big bad Dodge. It's good shape for the year. It's earlier than an 06, so it's an 06 or earlier. So I know my Dodges quite well now. Especially the Gen 3 Dodge. I got 2 of them, so. But like 2007 and 2008, you get those the different taillights on it, right? So I don't know if that, some people might like one more than the other, but whatever. But yeah, so if I do everything for under 150, that makes a really good day for me. Like really, really, really good day. That helps me with my credit card payment. Plus it finishes off my like goal of getting to June. You know, like my goal was to have enough money to get me through to June. So if I can start working on June's rent and expenses, and we're in January, that means I'm 6 months ahead on my living expenses, which is very, very hard to accomplish. But it also means I can breathe a little bit, you know, because then I'm ahead of it, so that if it should work out that, you know, I get a blind side expense, which with me, you know how it's like, I don't get like a $50 blindside. I get like $5,000 blindside expenses, right? So, well, maybe not 5,000, but you know, a vehicle or something like that, you know, where it's just like, okay, you're back to square one. So I don't have anything saved up for my next vehicle, which once I have June covered, I can start to divide my savings between another vehicle and you know, like keep going ahead. Like the ideal, I'd like to be 2 or 3 years ahead on all my living expenses. I know, what a dream, right? Most people would never, like, most people don't think like that, and that's the problem. That's why you have no savings, right? And again, I know how hard it is to save. I don't make a lot of money. Like, I'm a poor man. I'm a guy that doesn't make very much at all. All right, get out of the big boy's way there. Got a truck and a big truck behind me, so whenever there's a tractor, I don't do that, okay, last minute, you know, and take the curb real fast. You know, I give everybody lots of time to slow down. Because you never know who's paying attention and who's not, eh? I assume nobody's paying attention, so, and 9 times out of 10, I'm right. So what I got to do is I got to take the kitty litter out of these bags, but there's not that many. I just got to really tear the bag open and put them in the old bags into that. But everything else, I can just chuck it on the ground, right? So this is going to take me the longest to unload because that. But then I'm pretty much done for the day. Go back, pick up the scrap metal, head home, stop for nightly treat provisions, and then go home. Oh, I got to put 20 bucks of gas in my dad's truck, which I had budgeted for. So basically today was all profit, all freaking profit, and a very generous one at that. So I guess I better move over for him. Law of tonnage says get out of his way. You got like how everybody just kind of like does that last dive out of the way. Like, okay, this is as far as I'm diving over. This is as far as I'm diving over. We either make it or we don't. Well, hey, you know, what can you do? Like, I mean, you know, in another couple of weeks, man, this road's going to be half the size. Holy smokes! Ah, my door open again. Stop that. Shaking my door open. Yeah. So yeah, not a bad day. I wish, like, in a way, I kind of wish it was always jobs like this that like nothing was heavy. You know, like, okay, you know, take 2 bags and there's like 10 pounds in each bag. Okay, it's like heavy like that, but it's nothing's like gonna hurt your back. You know, I can do jobs like this all the time, especially for this kind of money. So I don't get money like this usually. You know what I mean? But you know, it's not uncommon for people to overpay me because they appreciate the service. Your number one asset as any, I don't care if you're a Fortune 500 company or you're just a guy starting out or whatever, it's your reputation. Your reputation is what makes you the money. Your skills are second. And it is in that order. You could be the most skilled person, but if you screw people over and you're not pleasant to deal with, I can guarantee you nobody will call you, or very few people. You get called once. I do like repeat customers. You build up a rapport, they go to you naturally. So you're never looking for work. The work finds you. Ain't nobody in there. Ain't nobody home. They better be home. They better be home. I think they close at 3. Whew. Cutting it close.